Hello, this is Chas with Heirloom Leaves and Seeds, and today I wanted to talk about some of the things that I am reading for 2025. Now, every winter I usually form a little bit of a list that looks like it would be fun to read, they look interesting, or they have beautiful photography. So let's just dive in and I will start showing you some of the things that I am reading and some of the things I would like to read. Now, my daughter got me this for Christmas and it looks very fun. And it's a puzzle and brain teaser book. And I always like to do things that keep me sharp, make me think. You know what they say, use it or lose it. It just has really pretty pictures in here. And I mean, look at that beautiful foxglove. And it just has really pretty things like this is like it says mix and match bulbtastic. Match the genus with the species to reveal some of the most beautiful bulbs in the world. And then every time you do something, it has the answers in the back. So let's see. Like this one, that's a narcissus, that's a galanthus. And then the species would be, I'm not sure about the daffodil. I'm drawing a blank here. Galanthus nivalis, I think. Let's see, page 177. Okay. So you just go to the back and then thankfully it has all the answers because some of these can be tricky. It's not things you think about all the time. So Galanthus nivalis, I got that one. Narcissus poeticus. I may have pronounced that very wrong, but it's just fun. Like some of these I'm not 100% sure on, and I know I wouldn't know the species. I would know the genus, but some of these I wouldn't know the species about. So you learn as you go, and some you'll know, but really fun. So there's this one. So I'm just trying to do one of those like every day. So that's fun to me. And then next we have a book by Hugh Richards and Sam Cooper. It is The Self-Sufficiency Garden. Now I got this last year, but it was in the middle of the year, and so I didn't have, well, not the middle, it was more towards the end of the year, so I didn't have too much time to get into it yet. I did do one sowing of some winter hardy plants. I did some cabbage, I did some onions, stuff like that. And I got them in enough time out in the garden, and they're out there right now. Now, this is cool because it does like a month by month of what you should be doing. And to be honest, I like this because sometimes I don't have the time to think like, okay, what should I be seeding right now? And how long will it take? Is this the right time? But what's cool about this book is he tells you, and I would love to just do this. It's like got a plot, and then he tells you like what you should be sowing. Sometimes I just like to be told like, this is what you should be doing right now. And this book does it. And I just dabbled into it. I haven't looked through it, but I have a feeling I'm really going to like this. And then towards the back of the book, there is recipes using stuff from your garden. These look really good. There's curries, soups, ooh, drinks. Ooh, this even has tea. So I think this is a really cool book, and I can't wait to dive into it a little bit more because I have just scratched the surface on this one. All right, and then the next one, I usually get this every year, and it's the whole seed catalog from Baker Creek Seeds. Now, I love heirloom seeds, obviously, heirloom leaves and seeds. So I get this every year because I love to read about this. And this is crazy that I just opened up to this page because this is one of my new flowers that I am growing this year, and it's the lace flower, and I've never tried it before, so I'm really excited to give this a try. But what I really like about the whole seed catalog is it has so many seeds in it, and it goes into it a little bit more in depth. Like this says the uncommon story of the common chive, and there will be just a few paragraphs in there, and it will just tell you a little bit more about it. And it's so much thicker than their free catalog, and so much thought goes into this. I mean, this is just talking about a certain pepper, and then sometimes they'll even have recipes in there too. This is going to be really fun to just read through in the winter. So I love this. Now this book I was really excited about because this one is mostly about flowers, and it's called From Seed to Bloom by Millie Proust. And this one has beautiful, beautiful photography in it. And her dog is a little whippet, and it's just so cute. And I love the photography, and she kind of goes through and she talks about all the basics. Like here's like conditioning and vase life. And I wanted to read just a tiny little paragraph. As somebody who sells cut flowers at the farmer's market, one of the questions I do get asked the most is about vase life. I never thought about it from this perspective, but I thought this little paragraph was very interesting in how she talks about and thinks about vase life of flowers. Don't laugh, I need these to read. Okay, vase life. A frequently asked question when it comes to cut flowers is how long will they last? It seems that one of the most desirable traits a flower can have is longevity. But having a vase life fixation can miss out on the real glory of flowers. Their fleetingness is one of the most profoundly beautiful things about them. Different flowers all have different lifespans, in the garden and in the vase. Flowers, like all the best things in life, do not last forever, and nor need they. The fact a garden rose lasts a matter of days does not take away from the beauty, nor the joy, romance, and pleasure it can invoke. A perfectly cooked meal can be enjoyed, and though it is pleasurable to linger, it was not any less delicious for being over. Likewise, with flowers, there is something beautiful in watching, relishing, and experience a flower as it peaks, ages, wilts, and passes. Consider the beauty of rose petals strewn across the table. And I just thought this was really interesting because flowers are so beautiful, and sometimes they may not last that long. I had somebody ask me once, well, dahlias don't have a really long lifespan, but how beautiful is a dahlia? I mean, who wouldn't want a bouquet of dahlias? So they may not last 3 weeks in the vase. They're still beautiful, and they just need to be enjoyed. I mean, for fall, what's more perfect than a dahlia? I thought all of the pictures in here was really beautiful. She shows some of the steps she takes creating things like bouquets, window gardens, I think is what she calls it. And then she'll talk a little bit about specific flowers as well. Here's a beautiful summer abundance bouquet. And I have got to page 104, and I really like this book. So very happy with this, and I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it. This was my first one. I was super excited about that. And by the way, are you guys really getting some cold temperatures? Today is 39, but it feels like I think it was 24. Oh, it is chilly. So I hope you guys are staying warm. And now there's 3 books that I would like to read. And the first one is Pastoral Gardens by Claire Foster. And this book is described as a unique and groundbreaking book that crosses the boundaries of art, photography, and design to explore some of the world's most beautiful nature-led gardens. And that's another one. This one would be really nice because it has beautiful photography, and I love to see other people's gardens. So this one looks really nice. It's from the UK, and you can order it in the United States, but shipping will be higher. And I've seen it for sale a few places in the United States, but the prices are higher. So you can actually get it right from them. And it's the cheapest from them directly that I have found so far. But that one looks so beautiful, and I would really like to get this one. And then another one is, now these are not all flower related ones. I'm a big gardener as well, and I like Love and Lemons. She is my go-to person for whenever I just want a recipe, if it's a holiday something, or if I'm looking for a soup recipe. I always check her out first because she is vegetarian, and all of her recipes tend to work out pretty good, and I usually stick with them. A lot of her recipes are my go-to recipes that I use regularly throughout the year. And then the last book on my list is Botanical Teas Recipe Book by Herbal Academy. Now, one thing I do that has bothered me is I will grow a lot of medicinal plants, edible flowers, and I realized last fall that I'm growing all kinds of things that I could be making my own tea. I could be doing chamomile, I could be doing mint tea, like the raspberry leaf. I'm actually drinking that right now, and I bought it. And I could be making this myself. And years ago, when I was doing blog posts, I did a post on just to save money, where it comes from, is to do just a couple things a year that you would normally buy. So, like, take this for example. I drink this quite a bit, and it's something that I am growing. So, all that I need to do is dry the leaves and store them. Now, I might do a small test batch just to make sure that I like it and it will work. But once you know that you can do something, just take the steps to go ahead and do that, so I don't have to purchase this. And I know where it's coming from, and I know I grow it organically, and it will save you some money too. One thing I noticed that I did in the past was to grow my own strawberries and make strawberry jam every year, because strawberry is my husband's favorite, and we grow the strawberries, and I like to just stock it up in the pantry, and then I have a whole shelf of strawberry jam for the whole year. And you multiply, especially if you get a nice organic strawberry jam. I mean, that's going to be anywhere from $4 to $7. So multiply that by 30, and you're saving quite a bit of money on that. And then do the tea. So if you do like the tea, the strawberry jam, and something else, you're saving quite a bit of money. You're doing it yourself, and you know where all those ingredients are coming from. That's just an area of the tea that I would like to dabble into a little bit more and start doing myself, because I'm already growing it anyways. I hope you guys found this interesting, and I hope you guys have a lot of books that you're going to be reading this year. I love to read, I love to expand my knowledge, and I hope to get even more. So I hope you guys had a great new year, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.